Hi, I want to develop a new Bitcoin wallet called Berlino. And Berlino is based on the popular Wasabi wallet, a privacy-oriented wallet that is built on with .NET, specifically with C# language. So if you want to learn about Bitcoin wallet development, C#, .NET, this video is for you, I think. Well, first of all, I make this compile. As you can see, this compile. The last time it wasn't compiling, and basically what I did is I ported the coin registry with a few modifications. I basically removed all the logs and the thread safe logs. I imported also the key manager. But this is not the real important part, or it's not, it is important, but what I want to show you is something different. I would like to explain to you what I have in my mind about how to design this. First of all, I'm not sure if supporting multiple wallets for something like Berlino is a good idea, but I will do it because I think it's not a huge work, and probably it could worth to have it just in case. Well, here I have a wallet. Yes, you know, a wallet contains basically a coin registry. Yes, there is the list of coins that your wallet has, and the key manager. The key manager is the one that contains the keys and the produces the scripts. Yes, and also contains a function that process transactions. This is the the function. You know, we have been working during 3 videos with this. So, well, now imagine we have more than one wallet, right? These wallets are disconnected from the real world right now. They do nothing basically. So we have to start feeding the wallets with transactions coming from the real world. I mean, so we have a transaction. Imagine we receive a transaction here. Yes, and we need to process this transaction. All these wallets needs to process the transaction, the same transaction. So basically, we have to invoke the process transaction with this transaction right here. The same is valid for this and for this. Well, how? Basically, we need here a component that is a dispatcher. Let's call it transaction dispatch. Okay, I'm not good with this. Okay, this is the transaction dispatch. Right? Something that I mean, I assume the transaction dispatcher knows about these 3 wallets or n wallets, because there could be more. It's n wallets, right? But if it iterates the list of wallets and invokes the process transaction for each of those wallets, even in the case that that transaction is processed in a different, let's say, in a different thread. Yes, for each of these, basically, the processing of the transaction will last, or as much as the slower wallet. So if imagine this wallet is really slow because contains tons of keys, and this wallet is a very small wallet. I mean, it contains only a few keys. Then all the wallet will be as slow, basically, or all the process will be as slow as this one, the biggest one or the slowest one, right? So all the wallets will finish synchronizing, let's say, at the same time. Yes. So instead of doing something like this, my idea is that here we have to have some kind of pipe, channel, queue, or whatever. Yes. So it writes the transaction in this thing, in this structure, right? The I think this is a new channel, right? That's probably an unbound channel, or a channel with a long capacity, right? So every wallet will be able to process the transactions at different speeds, and they will finish when they finish. Yeah. I mean, all the process will be faster, or has to be faster. Of course, here probably we have some pipeline that can process the transaction in different ways. Probably one can, I don't know, for example, store the transaction, verify something in the transaction, who knows. Um, we could in fact have some kind of wallet that supports some kind of, who knows, up returns with special messages. I don't know. Well, here also we could implement something that is common to absolutely all the transactions. Uh, that's important. It could be here or it could be here. The point is that in my mind, I think we need here another channel. It could be, I mean, I will call it channel, but because I don't know if it will be what, but a channel is a good alternative. Where we receive the transaction, and the transaction will be put here in some kind of queue. I mean, this is, here we have a producer of transactions, and this is the consumer of transactions. Yeah, and at the same time, this is the producer, and this is the consumer. Okay, where these transactions come from? They can come from, who knows? It doesn't matter, right? But let's imagine we want to implement the same that Wasabi Wallet has now. Wasabi Wallet processes two sources of transactions. First, the blocks, yeah, because you know blocks contain transactions, right? And we have to convert this stream of blocks, right, in a stream of transactions. Yes, I mean, we receive a block, iterate of the transaction in this block, and process one of the transactions. And here we can have another source of transaction that comes from the network, the Bitcoin network. That it is a stream of transactions too. Of course, we cannot process transactions coming from the network if our wallets are not fully synchronized. I mean, so here is something interesting, is that we can have here some kind of switch. So Once all the wallets have finished the processing of the transactions, yes, or probably when we have no more blocks, that's better. When we have no more blocks, because we have here we have all the transactions of all the blocks, we can switch this and start accepting these transactions. Well, basically this is the idea. Of course, the first implementation, as I think I said, could be full blocks. I mean, we can just process blocks only without the transactions coming from the network, or we can also process all the transactions coming from the network using some kind of filters. You know, if you have your own full node, you can use Bloom filter, so we can implement this one or request all the blocks and implement only this one. It doesn't matter. In fact, who knows, probably the first implementation could fetch the blocks from for testing, at least, who knows, from some explorer. Yes, block explorer. Let's call blocks explorer. Yes, it doesn't matter. It has to be transparent. It only has to process a stream of transaction and that sort. Okay, well, basically that's the idea. Next time, next video, I will start working with this. Finally, I think this will be interesting. I don't know when, and these two. And once we have all these implemented, we will be able to see our balance, our coins, our history, and we only need to implement the send transaction, yeah, send, and others like get new address and things like that. That we are, I think, we are more or less close to our goal. So that's all. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.